keep hearing something about this whole lonely man epidemic. And if you're a man, I want you to listen to me carefully. There is nothing more attractive to most females, to me especially, than a man who takes accountability, a man that can apologize, and a man that knows how to regulate and process his emotions. And if you're the type of man that actually does something about bettering themselves and has the courage to go to therapy, you are the hottest man on this effing planet. Most women do not care about looks. Yes, we care about security, and there are some women that care about money, and if that's not for you, then you shouldn't be chasing women that are into money. So go spread the word, share this video, tell your bros, your family members, your brothers, spread it, normalize it, work on yourself. It's okay for you to have emotions. It is hot if you're gonna work on yourself and you're gonna better yourself, and that's it.
I don't believe I heard you correctly.
Okay, fam, this girl has always said it. The manipulation tactics never end with these queens. I mean, they are experts at changing it around and make it sound like something else. I mean, yeah, sure. She says that the most attractive men are the men who can take accountability, that can apologize, and knows how to regulate and process his emotions. Now, this girl is using his above average womanese translator. Let me translate that. Taking accountability. In other words, when you start a fight, he should take accountability for it to make you feel better. Because last time I checked, it's more likely that men take accountability for their actions than women do. That he can apologize. Again, see part 1. She starts a fight over something stupid and she just wants you to accept it so she can absolve herself from any accountability. Experienced men already know this trick, honey. It doesn't make them even a smidge hotter. It just makes you feel better about yourself for you starting a fight. And then knows how to regulate and process his emotions. Translation: knows how to let me manipulate him and use his emotions against him, and allows me to manipulate him to get his vulnerabilities out of him so I could weaponize it against him later. And Queen, I gotta say, out of all that pile of dung that came out of your mouth, that crown jewel had to be when you said men who go to therapy make them the hottest men. Oh yeah. I mean, we all know that the Chads, Tyrones, Pookies, and Ray Rays, and all the players out there are the guys first in line to the therapist. I mean, them giving you the number of their therapist is the key to the panties hitting the floor faster than you can say, I need help paying my rent. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
I just decided today that the next man I date, I need him to be able to like tie down to a truck. Like, I need you to be able to load up a truck, be able to tie it down and get me to where I'm going. Because every man I've dated can't do that, and every man in my family can do that. The lady who waxes me just told me her husband can fix anything. She's like, my washer and dryer breaks, he knows how to figure it out, order the part on Amazon and fix it himself. Same thing with their plumbing, like their sink broke. And I'm like, brother, the last man I dated tried to jumpstart my car and f***ed it up so bad that my car legitimately broke, and then I had to take it to get fixed, and he like f***ed up a part that was going to cost me $3,000. Are you kidding me? So that's gonna be my next question. Do you know how to tow a trailer? Like, hitch a trailer onto a truck if I needed that done? I need a manly man in my life. Not these pretty boys, no.
Really? Oh, Queen, so right now, after smashing in through the wall, now you need a manly man? You need a guy who could be a mover and be a handyman and a repairman and do all kinds of maintenance stuff, and now you decided that you don't want any pretty boys anymore. Okay, so let me get this straight. So after you've gone through the carousel rides with all the players, all the pretty boys, the Chads and Tyrones, the Pookies and the Ray Rays, now that you've racked up that body count, now you're ready to settle down for a good man who you can give your roast beef to in exchange for him to do all these things for you. Well, that sounds like a fair exchange to me. Hell, this gorilla could actually see you trading that in for like, it's worth its weight in gold. Yeah, fool's gold. Sister, notice how in this video, you're demanding the things that you want from men, and you're using this shaming tactics of, oh, I don't want any pretty boys, I need a real man, a manly man, as if you knew what a manly man was. Because if you knew what a real man was, you would have gotten yourself one when you were in your early 20s. You would have been set up already. You wouldn't be looking for it when you got high mileage, tatted up hands, and the most awesome of attitudes to offer. I mean, to be fair, a manly man can look at you and says, I want a womanly woman, you know, one that's a virgin when I marry her. Moving on!
Be very mindful of the music you're listening to. I know you're not going to like that, but bad luck, it has to be said. Because a lot of these songs are men talking about women being like this. They don't care about this, they only care about money, they only care about, I don't even want to say the word, you know, all those very rude things that they say about women. Why listen to that? Because it has a good beat, but you're singing it. So you're also, back to point one, you're literally speaking life into that. Why would you want to do that? Why are you belittling yourself? Be very mindful of the music you're listening to, because it's so catchy that you end up singing it and you don't realize that you're singing it. They're talking about, men are talking about how they cheat on their girl and their girl always take them back. Sorry? Have you ever heard of a guy singing, well, maybe some, but very rare, a guy singing, oh yeah, she cheated on me, but that's okay, I took her back? Like, all the guys sing about the girls, because girls literally always say, I will take him back. A man, it's very rare for him to take you back if you cheat on him. They have too much pride. They actually respect themselves, you know? Like, whereas women, I saw a video and every woman's like, oh yeah, I probably would. And they asked guys, every single guy said, no. Like, they'd laugh, because they're like, as if I would. Like, where has our respect gone?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Oh, awesome. So now we're going to tell women, hey, be careful to listen to these songs about these men who talk trash about women. Notice how you're saying this only about the songs where men say vulgar things about women, but why aren't you saying anything about the songs where women are doing the same thing back to men? Last time I checked, men don't have a monopoly on songwriting, and there are female artists out there that write songs about them stealing money from men, setting them up, cheating on them too. So I really don't know what you're talking about. Now, as to the point you were making about how guys will sing about they cheat on their girlfriends and their girlfriends always take them back, but they never take a woman back. Okay, let me explain this to you, because obviously you don't understand this little shaming tactic that you're trying to apply. So I'm going to have to define this for you. Now, first of all, I got to say that this girl does not condone the action of cheating, okay? I don't think that's cool. But I have to explain the difference between a man cheating and a woman cheating. Why is it far worse when a woman cheats than when a man cheats? Well, it's real simple, because when men sleep with another woman, they don't make an emotional connection to that woman. For men, it is 99% physical. He sees a woman he finds attractive, he's going to smash her, and then he comes back to his girl. Women who are in relationships don't cheat for the exact same reasons as men do. Women don't do it just for the smashing. No, they have to have an emotional connection. In other words, they have to develop feelings for the other man. And where do they get those feelings? They have to pull it away from the man they're with. Men don't have to pull away their emotions to be with another woman. It's all physical. Again, this isn't to justify the action. This is just to explain the differences. Colleen, I recommend you learn that part first before you try to pressure on any more shaming tactics. Moving on.
Men want to be chased so bad. Like, since when did we switch roles? This is why we call y'all a princess. Because y'all want princess treatment. So yeah, you want to act like a bitch, you're going to get treated like one. Okay? So yeah, I'm not going to text you first. I'm not going to call you first. But if I do text you first, then I'm going to text you good morning, princess. Because you're a princess. Because if I don't text you, you don't text me. Like, what type of is that? So you're literally a princess. Okay? And yeah, I mean, we're not going to go 50-50. No. And y'all be wanting to do the bare minimum. Like, literally. Taking somebody to eat is the bare minimum. Because a lot of us, we could pay for our own food. Okay? We're not dusty over here. Like, we could literally go to a 5-star restaurant and pay for our own. So if you think that's doing the most. But anyways, if you complain about girls so much, just go get a guy. That's it. And call it a day. But don't be over here wasting our time. Doing the bare minimum. Like, bye.
Who hurt you?
All right, this queen is going on her shaming of the drizzle era. So you said that you're not going to text them first and you're not going to call men first. I'm going to be honest, queen. I'm pretty sure there's a good chunk of men out there that are saying, oh, thank you. Because you're not all that in a bag of chips, honey. You're a lower tier mid. And with a gut mouth like that, the only thing you'd offer is, hey, just like some nasty things are coming out of that mouth, men are free to put nasty things in that mouth. Making sure the carpet matches the drapes in more ways than one. And you're not going to go 50-50 because a lot of you could pay for your own food. Well, damn, queen, if you could pay for your own food, get your butt out there and pay for your damn food. Why does a man have to feed you? And the way you're talking, you can do everything a man can do. Then what's the problem? What do you say that men treat you like a barn animal? They got to bring out the feed for you. And correction, if you need a man to take you out to dinner to feed you, then you are a Dusty. You are broke, Dusty. If you broke, say you broke. Don't try to cover it by shaming men by telling them, oh, you gotta take me out to dinner, but you know I can feed myself. Hey, Queen, there's no shame in admitting that the way you feed yourself is by buying those 50-cent ramen noodles and heating up water. That's all you can afford, honey. And the point of this all isn't what is the bare minimum. The point of it all is, why should he pay for your food when you're not freaking worth it? You do not equate the same value as a steak dinner. Hell, at this point, you don't even equate the value of a Taco Bell combo meal, even with the extra hot sauce. And it's no mystery that brokies like you think that a 5-star restaurant is Olive Garden with unlimited breadsticks. And of course you can afford it. But if you do that, you blew your lunch money for the entire week. And of course, the overweight broke Dusty here is going to call a guy gay if he doesn't buy her food. And as she said, move it along. I mean, as the saying goes, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And in some cases, from a literal cow. Moving on.
Side note, I just truly want to know, like, for a man to not know how to cook at a certain age, like, what's the cutoff? Like, when do you give them the excuse that it's okay? Like, in your 20s, sure, like, whatever, you don't know how to cook. Your 30s, I mean, and 30s to 40s, I just feel like you should know. Like, why am I meeting men that just don't know how to cook? I'm like, do you know how to grill? Like, I'm confused. Like, should we excuse these men? Like, you eat out every night. Like, it just boggles my mind that, like, you're a grown man and you don't know how to cook. I didn't even know that was normal. So, like, I'm talking to this guy and I'm asking him questions about himself. It wasn't a date. It was just me asking. And it was just, like, us at the bar. And I'm just like, you're, like, in your 40s, bro. And you don't know how to cook. He's like, I know how to clean. What? Beg your pardon? He's like, I could chop onions. I could chop tomatoes. Can bare minimum? Like, okay. Like, am I bugging? Like, I'm thinking that at an age, there's certain age that you just kind of like, you just know how to cook. You just learn how to cook. Like, I've learned how to cook. I could say fully my late 20s, my early 30s. Like, when I hit, my late 20s, but 30. But for a man to be, I'm like, it's just so weird. This society is so weird. I don't get it. Like, how don't you know how to cook? But you know how to clean. I would hope so, sir. I hope you know how to clean. Goodness. It looks like I'm going to stay single.
Okay, let this gorilla get this straight. Did this queen actually make a video and put it on TikTok to try to shame a man because the man doesn't know how to cook, but she herself said that she didn't learn how to cook until she was in her 30s? Seriously, this girl's got to ask, what do you bring to the table, queen, if you yourself can't really cook and you're complaining because a guy can't cook? Be honest. If you're complaining this much because a guy can't cook, it's because you can't cook. You could say, well, I learned in my 30s. My 20s didn't know how to cook. So you went through your entire 20s just going out? Oh, that's right. You were racking up that body count because you were going out on all these dates and having all these men pay for your dinners. But now that you're not getting all those high-end dates anymore, or I should say the number of them have gone down, and you don't have money to buy any food. Even if you did have money to buy your food, you don't know how to cook it really well, and you need a man to step in and cook for you. So question, queen, what do you bring to the table? And I truly mean that. Because I'm going to be honest, queen, the way you talk about these men who don't know how to cook, it's like somebody standing out there talking about other people's lack of fashion while wearing clown shoes. Self-awareness is not there now, is it? And last time I checked, having a recipe book is one of the big things that women can bring to the table, and obviously you can't even bring that. And you're insisting that a man, who's probably got to pay for everything anyway, is the one that has to bring it to you. Do you believe you got the golden taco or something? That it absolves you of all the other things that you're going to bring to the table? Because all I'm hearing is entitlement, me, bring me this, bring me that, and shame on you men for not bringing it to me. Queen, if it's that way, you better have some sucking skills that you could probably be nicknamed like the Hoover 3000 or something like that, if you're going to be this demanding. I think the bigger question here is, why should men overlook this woman's ability to bring cooking to the table? If she's only saying, oh, the good thing you can clean, it makes me question, what does this woman know how to do? What do you bring? You can't cook, you complain a lot, and you demand a lot. But don't worry, queen. There's some good news out there for you. You see, there's no cooking requirements when you're a side chick.
Fatality.
Flawless victory.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.